Instead, we have the opportunity to make a habit of empathy, to recognize ourselves in each other.
What Barack understands, and why I am here on his behalf, is that Barack knows that our greatest challenge is not that we are suffering from a deficit of resources. We are still one of the wealthiest nations on the planet. Still, with our economic ups and downs. And it's not that we are suffering from a deficit of policies and plans, because we know the answers to many of these issues. We know what we're supposed to do. If you take education, we know what good public schools look like, because there are thousands of them all across this country. Thousands of outstanding public schools. The problem is they're too few. Everybody is finagling to get their kid into that decent school. They're putting grandma's address down, calling the congressman, standing in line. We know. Many of you went to that one good school. The problem isn't that we don't know what it looks like. What Barack understands is that we are suffering from a deficit of empathy. Now, see, that sounds simple. And some people think that all the answers are complex. They require some mathematical equation, some big, long 10-point plan. What Barack gets is that we have lost the understanding that we have a mutual stake in one another, that we have an obligation to sacrifice and compromise for one another, that we cannot live in a nation where some people have the whole pie and many people don't even get a crumb. That cannot be sustainable. Barack knows that we have to be at a place where we understand that we have to compromise and sacrifice for one another. That's how the society will thrive. But see, we've been told just the opposite by our leaders. We've been told, don't worry about anybody else. Just take care of your own little plot of land. If your kids have a good education, don't worry about anybody else's. If you've got a job, don't worry about anybody else. You got health care, you're good. Others will pull themselves up by their own bootstraps. That's what we've been told. We're a nation at war right now, where the only people who are sacrificing on a daily basis are the soldiers and their families. Our leadership has told us, don't worry about it. The rest of y'all just keep shopping.
See the world through other people's eyes. Now, empathy is a quality of character that can change the world.